Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jay. He's Maddie. This is Yankee and the Brit Sports Talk. Today, we're going to hit you with a little Deshaun Watson trade rumors. First of all, we got some information from the NFL. They are not going to put Deshaun Watson on the commissioner exempt list. If traded, he will be eligible to play right away. Maddie and I are not giving you a statement of innocent or guilt on either of this. We don't know enough about the allegations going on. We're not in the legal team. We just hope whatever's right happens, and we're just going to stick to football for this one. So, Maddie, I'm a firm believer that he's going to get traded before 1 week from today. It's trade deadline, but I'm not sure where he's going to go. I hear now, as of yesterday, there was 2 teams, but this morning I hear Denver's in the mix with the Panthers and the Dolphins, but it also comes down to Deshaun Watson has a no trade, so it's going to be completely up to him in the end.
And then the Dolphins are top of Watson's to be traded to list, aren't they? I think everybody's very, very clear on that. It's whether the Dolphins can put together a package, and I don't see why they couldn't, and I don't see why they wouldn't put together that package. Obviously, with Watson's baggage is the only reason that you couldn't put it together. But the baggage, like, if they're letting him play, they're letting him play, and that's what we've got to go off. With the Dolphins, I think it makes a lot of sense to them in the current state that they're in. With the Denver Broncos, I don't understand why any quarterback wouldn't want to play in Denver with that wide receiver core that they've got. They should be a more high-octane offense than they should. And Denver's a cracking place to live as far as I'm aware. It's really nice. A relatively decent-sized market, home of Peyton Manning for a long time. Mile High Stadium, good place to be and good place to play football. And good place to throw bombs as well. Obviously, it's a lot nicer to throw. Peyton Manning's shoulder didn't have to take up as much work forcing it down the field due to that high altitude and Mile High. And then this Carolina Panthers, Deshaun Watson's a lot better than Sam Darnold. So if you can get hold of Deshaun Watson, then go for it.
I think Clemson's only like 40 minutes away, too. So he played college 40 minutes from where the Carolina Panthers play pro ball. And I agree with you, though. Anybody who's been to Denver, Colorado's beautiful. Colorado is absolutely beautiful, really friendly, a decent-sized city. People are really nice. I've been there. I enjoy it. So great place to live.
And even based on a football decision, it looks like the nicest offense to go to. It does. It looks like an offense where you can slide in and you improve it instantly. Miami as well is one of those ones where Deshaun Watson, wherever he goes, let's be real, is going to improve.
And then Carolina, offenses. Once Christian McCaffrey's healthy, is a killer combination. But
yeah, definitely. But with their with Carolina's offensive line, I'm not sure I want to be working my way behind that a lot of the time. Carolina is also a great place to go. That just means you're then competing for stardom with your running back, which isn't necessarily what every quarterback wants to do. If he doesn't want to go to a running football team, he wants to go to a team that throw the ball because that's what he does. That's what he does best. Miami, for me, is the best market. I would like to talk about ways that they could get this done, ways that trades make sense for everybody.
Quick before you go there, and I got an idea on that too when you go there, but reports came out that Deshaun Watson told the Eagles, thanks, but no thanks. I will not play for you.
Yeah, thanks, but no thanks. The Washington football team as well, that's not a place where anybody's wanting to touch at the minute. They're a tire fire in terms of their morality with the game, with the name, and then the John Gruden emails. With Deshaun Watson's morality record at the minute being checky, I wouldn't want to join that either.
Peter King put out last week that Dan Snyder's on double secret probation from the NFL that nobody knows about.
Yeah, I just it's not somewhere where a person with a checky morality record wants to be right now, because then you get brought into a load of other shit. And then the Eagles, they're just not an organization that you want to be in. And if you've got a checky morality record, do you want to be in front of the Eagles fans? If your team's playing badly and you've got stuff that can be easily brought out to make fun of, do you want to be in front of Philadelphia fans? Because they'll do it. They'll do
it. That's why Miami makes perfect sense, because every crazy fucking headline starts with Florida man or Florida woman. So you do something crazy in Florida, somebody else out crazies you the next day.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, definitely. And Miami's not known for its
What's your
conservative
idea?
views on places, So I love the 3-team trade that was being talked about
Yeah,
in
has this ever happened
Miami.
in the NFL?
I
I
don't
don't
think
think it
so,
has, but I don't
but
know.
I love the idea. Tua to Cleveland. This can only happen next season, depending on Baker Mayfield's
Oh, see,
contract negotiations
I
as
heard
well.
it to Denver, but you heard it to Cleveland?
Yeah, so I hear it.
Okay, I've been reading to
Cleveland,
Denver with a 3-team trade. So okay, go
yeah.
ahead.
So Cleveland gets Tua in their deal. This is if Baker Mayfield is his contract's too much and they don't want to pay it. They let him walk, right? So I'm not. It won't work, but I like the idea. So Tua to Cleveland, Deshaun Watson to Miami, and then just whatever the Browns can give up to the Texans is how it basically goes down, because the Texans look like they kind of like Davis Mills. Like Davis Mills is doing all right for them. Like he'll be fine in a couple of seasons. So do they really want to? Not necessarily. They would rather, if I was the Texans, I would rather claim weapons or defensive players or just anything rather than quarterback. Their problem isn't a quarterback issue at the moment. No quarterback can go in there outside of the greats and fix that Texans team. So I love that 3-team trade where Tua to Browns, because I think that makes sense depending on Baker's contract demands, and then Watson goes to Miami. What was your three team idea?
First, I wasn't a 3-team. Like I heard the 3-team same thing, but with Denver instead of the Browns. My thought was a lot of teams are very leery about what's going on with Deshaun's off the field, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if the Texans would do this, but if I'm Miami or Carolina, this is how I'd want to get the deal done. They want 3 firsts and 2 seconds. Okay. Let's not even argue compensation for this argument. Okay. Because I'll give you 3 firsts and 2 seconds, but I want my 3rd first-round pick to be protected and my second-round pick. So if he goes to jail, you don't get those in 2023. That's it.
Yeah, definitely.
I
would love to. If I was the,
you
I
get
was
2
the
first-round picks, no matter what. You get 1 second-round pick, no matter what. But if Deshaun goes to jail, I don't give you that 3rd pick first, and I don't give you that second.
Yeah, I really like that pick. I think it works. I think it works really well for their team. But are the Texans gonna? The Texans are not willing to give him up. But Deshaun Watson is worth 3 first-round picks. Like he is definitely worth that as long as he's playing football.
Without the
and
baggage,
he's not.
It was a done deal for 3 first-round picks before the season.
For 4, he would like the Miami would have given them whatever they wanted, really.
Right.
With the baggage, obviously. But he's not on the commissioner's exempt list, is what we can go off. So he will be playing for this team that they've traded to him. So I don't think the Texans will do that. The Dolphins have the first-round picks to give up still. They still have the first-round picks to give up. They've built their roster now. There's not many. You can't look on the field and look at many places where a star player will make them better apart from at quarterback. Just because, I don't know what's wrong with their defense at the minute. Nobody knows. It's just not playing well. I'm not entirely sure what it is. It's not star players that are missing from any position in their team.
I've been reading, and Darius Butler said that he's been hearing from players it's B-Flow. It's Brian Flores.
I just don't understand how that could
be
after the amazing
said
job
he's not the same guy he was when he was a linebackers coach.
Yeah, maybe he's just too much. Maybe he works people too hard. Maybe he's too much. It's the thing with the Belichick tree, isn't it? People trying to be Belichick without that kind of thing. But I think then Deshaun Watson is then a different leader in the dressing room and all of that kind of stuff. I think he works well for the Dolphins. I really do. I think that's the place.
And let's be honest, if he goes to Miami and let's say that he's there for next season and he goes to the owners and goes, Brian Flores sucks balls. They're going to get rid of Flores if Deshaun Watson wants him gone.
Yeah, definitely. And then they'll make sure that they try and give the job to Eric Bieniemy. But if I'm the 49ers, this is my one outside team for the deal.
Okay.
And I don't understand how they get it done because they gave up a stupid amount to get Trey Lance. So it's not going to happen. But if I'm the 49ers, I am killing Kyle Shanahan for wanting Trey Lance so much. and giving up so much for him, because you give up that much now for Deshaun Watson, and you think Deshaun's not going to want to play for the 49ers.
Yeah, I don't know I can't even remember. Is Watson from Florida? I can't remember. I don't even remember the list of teams he gave out at the beginning of the year, but you would think any quarterback wants to play for Shanahan.
Yeah, and wants to play that 49ers team, as much as it's not as elite as people say it is every single time they talk about it, but it is a fantastic team. With San Francisco has a good draw to it as well. A lot of free agents kind of want you to come there, that kind of deal. And I can't believe the 49ers gave up that much for him to go there. If Russell Wilson starts kicking up a fuss, are you saying, right, we'll trade Russell Wilson, we'll get Deshaun Watson up in Seattle, and then Russell Wilson goes to wherever he decides, and then the Texans get some from whatever other team that is as well? That's a possibility. The Steelers are going to be looking for a quarterback. That's not really on Deshaun Watson's radar. The Miami Dolphins is where he wants to go. And as far as I'm concerned, it's where they both should make everything they can happen to make that deal happen.
Yeah, there's 7 teams I could put him on, but there's only 2 or 3 he'd be willing to go to.
Yeah, the Dolphins is the one for me, though, that really, really, really makes a lot of sense.
Now, I wouldn't do it now because you have Justin Fields, but before, Chicago would have made a bunch of sense to give up for him. So like I said, there's a bunch of teams we could play musical chairs with, but he ain't trying to go to Indy. You know what I mean? He ain't trying to go. Ain't nobody trying to go play in Cleveland. Let's be real. It's Cleveland.
Yeah, and the list is different at the start and the beginning. The list is different at this window here and at the end of the season. The list becomes different.
A very stupid thought that will never happen, but just what do you think? Could you imagine if Dan Campbell could get his hands on that guy?
That never happened, but yeah, that would be insane.
Yeah, it'd be great for the Lions and Dan Campbell if they could get their hands on that guy, and they got a bunch of draft picks, but Deshaun ain't going to go there.
But the thing is, would Deshaun rather be? It depends on how much the baggage plays in Miami. Would Deshaun do the Lions look like a more promising team in the next few years than the Texans?
Yes.
Yes, they do. So
I thought you were going to say Dolphins, so I hesitated. But yes.
Oh no, not Dolphins. No. But in football terms, it means yes, he would take that deal if it was between them and the Texans, but it's not. That's not what it's going to be. But in life prospect deals, not shitting on Detroit, I've never been, but
it's an armpit. It's awful. You can shit
from
on
what
it.
you hear in British media about Detroit, it's not the nicest place to live in the entire planet.
We call Detroit the armpit of America, and we call Cleveland the other armpit of America. And then just because we're a nice show, I won't tell you what we call Buffalo.
And it's just it wouldn't happen. I would love to see it happen because of how much we love Detroit. I bet you'd be fucking bricking it. What about if Rodgers goes to the Steelers and the Packers become open for Deshaun Watson?
And don't ever say that again in your fucking lifetime, okay? If we get rid of Rodgers, I do not need Deshaun in Green Bay to play against twice a year, okay? We don't
man.
It would be a perfect fit, but don't you ever put that in
the
atmosphere again.
That's it. That's it. You better pray it happens at the end of this window, because if it happens at the next after the Super Bowl, you're in trouble.
Deshaun, don't you want to go to New York and be in the best market in football and the Giants?
Nobody
can make it to you now.
Nobody can make the Giants good. We're okay.
Hey, I'm just trying to you trying to shit on me. I'm trying to give them back to you.
No, but it's okay. Nobody can make the Giants that good. Nobody can make the Eagles any good at the moment, and nobody wants to play for the Washington football team because Dan Snyder's a scumbag. So, it's we're lucky. Dallas is in a very lucky position at the minute.
Why don't the Saints go after him?
It's would he play New Orleans? That's the only. I don't see why I wouldn't. But it's Miami or.
But
I don't see why the Saints wouldn't. I don't understand.
My question to you is that, like me, you almost have to believe. Tell me if I'm wrong. Other teams are calling. We're just not hearing about it.
Yeah, definitely. The Saints don't have the cap space for him
No, but I mean, other teams besides these teams we're hearing about have to be picking up the phone, even if to get told no, because you have to check, right?
I'd be disappointed if 30 29 teams, if 29 teams haven't called the Texans and said, what will it take, including both of ours, they're not doing their due diligence. The only three that didn't need to are the Chiefs, the Buccaneers, and the Buffalo Bills. They're the only,
Yeah, and the only reason,
and LA, and both LA teams, actually, now that I think about it.
and I don't disagree with your premise, but the only reason I think the Vikings probably didn't pick up the phone is because they always preach character.
Yeah, the Cowboys don't. The Cowboys
guys.
definitely get. The Cowboys, the only reason the Cowboys might not have given them a call is because Houston will be on fire if Deshaun Watson ends up in Dallas.
And you got Dak.
Yeah, I love Dak. I would rather have Dak than Deshaun Watson with the baggage that Deshaun Watson brings. But Jerry Jones doesn't mind putting in a call for a scumbag.
That's a
not that I'm saying that Deshaun Watson's guilty. Right. By the way, that wasn't an admission of Deshaun Watson's guilty.
You go through history. There's been drug dealers, addicts. Like the Cowboys, as long as you produce on the field, we're cool.
This is the most morality. This is the most moral Cowboys team there has ever been. And Randy Gregory was banned from the. Randy Gregory was banned from the NFL last year. And didn't somebody just get? There was another Cowboys player that, Curse just got a DUI, and this is the most morale. This is the most moral Cowboys team there's ever been, and one of them was on the exemption list last year.
Yeah, because if you listen to Skip Bayless, the Tom Landry teams were even worse than the Jimmy Johnson teams.
Yeah, definitely. The Cowboys are all about giving people a second chance. Like literally last year, we had Alden Smith, who is now banned from the league after 1 year. Alden Smith is now banned from the league. That is the Cowboys right there. And I'm the only player that the Cowboys haven't gone for is Josh Gordon, and I'm sure they put the call in for him as well. But yeah, we've got Dak Prescott, so they don't need him, but they've called, and so is everybody in the league apart from the top three teams. Probably,
I think we hear something Monday. That's what I think. Right after the weekend of football, the day before the trade deadline, I think we hear something Monday.
I'm not looking to trade for him unless I know he's going before the end of the window. I'm waiting until the end of the window to know where everything's going, what's happening, and then going for there. Then you know how many picks you have to give up. You know everything that you have to give up in order to go get Deshaun Watson and get into a real bidding war for him. Like the Saints are a better destination for him at the end of the year because their cap space is in a not nicer place after this year as well. He's also commanding 40 million salary cap that you need to have ready for him to go. And there are some teams that have that and there are some teams that don't.
Well, this year you're fine because his cap sits little. It's next year you got to have that room for that definitely. Big jump. But I think whoever trades for him basically trading for next year anyway.
Yeah,
100%. Like he'll play this year, but you're banking on next year.
Yeah, 100%. And for me, it's Miami and then Denver and then the Panthers. That's where I'm going to say are his destinations.
Yeah, and I think he ends up in Miami or Carolina, but I think it's Miami, but only time will tell.
Yeah, definitely. Only time will tell. And we'll find out very, very soon. And at the end of the trade window, we'll be rounding all of this up for you guys.
All right, Maddie, before we end this, I'm going to say one thing that will be very true, because if I wished you good luck this weekend, it'd be a lie. So I wish your Cowboys good health.
You could just wish me a happy birthday and then just
I will get to that on your birthday. This is about football right now. I wish your Cowboys good health because I never want to see players get injured or that kind of thing. I hope we beat the shit out of you, but I wish you guys good health.
Yeah, I wish you guys good health as well, I guess. Thoughts and prayers are going out to you on the 1st of November. Yeah, don't know. Yeah, I wish you guys good health as well. That's a much more American thing to say than a Brit would say. But yeah, I wish you guys.
I don't know if anybody else even says that, but my cousin, who's a Packers fan, whenever we play, we never wish each other good luck because we want the other team to win, but we don't want their team to be screwed for the rest of the year. So we just wish each other good health. So I figured I'd do the same to you.
Thank you very much, man. I would say break a leg, but obviously that comes with very different connotations of when you're talking about sports than when you're talking about theater. So I wish you good health too, man.
All right. Well, Maddie, happy birthday. I hope everybody floods your page on your birthday.
Oh,
And
great.
I hope you have a great birthday, except for at your NFL Sunday night.
Apart from at 20 past midnight in the morning. Yeah, I'll be
Wait,
asleep.
so does it start? Like, is your birthday
It
on
starts at
Sunday or
20
Monday?
Monday.
Oh, okay. I get what you. So the game will be playing the day before your birthday for me, but it'll be on your birthday for you.
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
20 past midnight. It's technically the game's on Halloween, but because of when I watch it, it's on my birthday. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's now I know. All right.
It's all right.
You're
I'll
not
be
gonna
out
stay
drinking
up for
on
that
Halloween,
game?
so that's fine.
You're not staying up for that game?
I don't know. I'll be awake. I'll be awake. I just don't know where I'll be. I think
Hungover.
yeah. Well, I'll be drunk. Hopefully, actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't drink anymore. I'll be out somewhere. I'll be partying.
Yeah, I
somewhere,
don't drink much, but you gotta have one on your birthday. But
Yeah,
you know.
maybe one.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. If you think we're fucking idiots, let us know. Tell us what you think about the Deshaun Watson trade. We'd love to hear from you all. One world, one love. Deuces.
Cheerio.